What's going on, beautiful, beautiful people in this amazing social media world? I'm coming live really quickly to vibe with those who are currently in vibration with me. Right? I'm coming to vibe with those who are currently in vibration with me. This is the being known as Shanice Star. Obviously, it says that on my page, right? Shanice Star. Excuse me, not my page, the page that I have on Facebook, right? All right, so really quickly, nobody else, right? The majority of my lives over the next couple of days, weeks, will deal with association as we prepare for our association masterclass taking place in August. Plug. What's going on? Hey, glam friend. Hey, girl. Hey. What's going on? Ange, sister girl, bestie, manager, partner, 360, whatever labels I got for you. All right, so, right. So, nobody else? Seriously? Right, that's the title of this. So, this live, it has large in part to do with a lot of sessions I've been having with fellow sisters, if you will, and even brothers, right? As we talk about association, right? The power within associations, how association is key, how associations do matter. And the question I would love to pose to individuals is how diverse is your association, right? How diverse is your association? So what do I mean by that? Nobody else? What do you mean by how diverse is my association, Shanice Star? For example, if you got a diagnosis from the doctor that you need to take some type of medicine. What up, Dorian? How are you, sweetie? Right, so if you got a doctor telling you that you need to take some type of medication, or you need to have a surgery, or whatever the case may be, and you go to your people, right, and you share with your fellow sisters, your fellow brothers, and they're like, yeah, girl, or yeah, bruh, you better get that done because you already know if you don't get it done, and they run off and co-sign the doctors and shit. You ain't got nobody else. That's going to say, pause. What are your alternatives, right? What about some holistic healing? What about changing the way you're eating? What about changing what you're drinking? Have you checked out X, Y? Like, you ain't got nobody else offering an alternative solution for you, right? Nobody else. This is all connected with association, right? So you get fired, right? You get fired, and people are like, shit, damn, man. Like, that's mad whack of them. You know, you ain't got nobody else that's like, thank goodness, right? You supposed to be starting that damn business. Stop looking for jobs in the first motherfucking place, right? Open up a business, write a book, do something. You ain't got nobody else. Everybody that's in your association is co-signing your current life. Like, everybody in your association is co-signing your current life. Even if your life is the dopest to the dope. You ain't got nobody else in your association that's assisting you with understanding that you're part of the abundance, that you are abundance, and that there is even more, that there is greater in this infinite, amazing scope of a world, right? So you got nobody else telling you, nah, I don't have the surgery. You ain't got nobody else telling you to stop going to apply for motherfucking jobs. So your baby daddy or your baby mama getting on your nerves, and you politicking with your peeps, and they got all this other shit to say. You ain't got nobody else that's saying, what about you though? Right? What did you do? Right? You ain't got nobody else offering you alternatives, right? LaToya and I are big, and have been since 2005, big with award ceremonies, right? You know, we know why we do what we do. It's to offer alternative images, alternative examples. Yet aside from award shows, aside from ceremonies, what's in your personal life? You have nobody else, seriously, nobody else engaging or offering you or inviting you into having a different conversation. Nobody else. Like everybody's talking about what's the next job you gonna get. Everybody's talking about retiring at 65 or 70. Like nobody is giving you an invitation to revisit your own power. Nobody. I don't care if it's just one person. No one else is saying, "Yo, you know you are the power," right? No, and again, this is about assessment. Like assessment. You have nobody else offering no alternative. How do we expect to engage in different thinking, different situations, different dope ass living, and we have people speaking the same shit that has created the situation we're in right now? Please, somebody tell me how that equation actually works out. I'm old school. 1 + 1 = 2, right? I don't understand how that equation. I don't understand how you expect to have additions in your life and abundance in your life, and you're not adding anything to it. Like no, every single day you are listening, watching, reading the same thing, and there's nothing wrong because I love consistency. Yet, do you have a different comprehension about it? Right? Is it a different comprehension? So again, the title of this is nobody else. You got nobody else that is offering you alternative thinking. Nobody else. No, nobody else. At least one. If you got more than one, that's dope. But at least one. I was sharing that with a brother who hit me up a couple of days ago. That he has a prior conviction, but he got his release. It happened when he was like just turning 18, and he keeps on. They keep firing him. Like he'll get the job, they'll fire him, and for those that know, especially with figure finances, I don't believe in this, right? Pointing the finger. We already know the system is fucked up, right? Why are we gonna keep talking about it, right? So I told him, I said, bruh. He's like, yo, sis, I was there for 90 days. I said, bruh. You not paying attention to the fact that maybe you should stop applying for jobs, that you should stop attempting to be an employee. It never once crossed your mind that you are power and you possibly need to create a business or other streams of income. You never ever thought about that. So I wasn't there to co-sign his stuff about complaining about the system. No, that's a misdirective energy. So no, you have not caught on to the fact that you're not supposed to be an employee, that you are not supposed to work for somebody else. And he was like, yo, sis, I get it. So we had that Bob session, right? Another sister going through some things health-wise, right? And they want to do a ridiculous surgery on her. Many sisters are familiar with the surgery. And I was like, look, I don't like to tell people what to do, but I make exceptions. And I'm making an exception right now. Don't you dare allow them to do that. Don't you dare, right? And my point in saying that is she was like, yo, sis, everybody else in my association that I mentioned, they was like, go get it done. Hurry up. This is a part of life. Fuck you. No. Right. But my point is, even if she chose not to go in my direction, right? Even if you choose not to adhere to some of the suggestions that other people are giving you, my question is, do you at least have the options on the table? Is anybody even presenting different options, right? So again, you're going to do what you want to do at the end of the day, the beginning of the day, and everywhere in between. My question I would love for you to ask yourself is, how many people are presenting, inviting, dropping seeds of different options? Just options, right? So even though we present different examples of people that are doing dope things, people can still choose to go in a different direction. The key here is, do you have alternatives? Is anyone in your association offering you alternative suggestions, alternative considerations, or is everybody in your association talking the same shit? Is everyone beating the same drum? Like, move your hand over. I need to beat that drum too. No one else is coming into the band with a different type of instrument. No one is offering you a different way of thinking, a different way of being, a different way of processing information. Peace, bro. No one is offering these things. And we wonder why we want changes, but we aren't willing to change. I don't know how that equation works, right? We want changes, but I don't want change. I want changes, but I want my association to change. Where they do that at? I don't understand how that works. I really don't understand how that works. So, as I share with people, evaluate. I ain't got no problem telling me, evaluate whether or not I'm an asset or liability in your world. And if I'm a liability, it ain't, Shanice no longer belongs in my world. She is a liability. Like for some people, this type of language is a liability to them because it is disrupting their comfort zone. So I am a liability. I am a liability to you because you're not looking to change, right? So assess people. Assess. This is what we're going to go over in the master class, right? Alyssa, every freaking body you rock with, you vibe with, you have a conversation with, and it's very simple. Are they an asset or a liability? Are they basically encouraging me to live in my power, or do they keep throwing freaking water on my... Every single freaking person in your life, assess them. You understand, right? Understand. You probably won't do this if you aren't ready to see, right? Because, again, show me your association and I'll show you you, right? Everything is just an extension of who we are. So if you're not really ready to look at, don't do it. You're not going to take out the list. You're not going to take out the paper. Because, again, it's vibrations. That whole, your vibe attracts your tribe, and birds of a feather flock together. All those pretty, wonderful, colorful words. Yet we really never dissect what that truly, really means. Like the things you complain about with your people. Boo. It's in you too, obviously. Y'all keep vibrating on the same frequency. Y'all both on AM. Nobody's on FM. No one has changed the dial. You don't even know that there are other motherfucking channels on the damn radio. You don't even know that other stations are even available. Because you on the same damn station. It's like we talk about in the Posture Up Core, right? Miami, right? Miami is dope. Miami's awesome. Been there quite a few times. Yeah, stop going to Miami. Why do you keep going to Miami? There's so many other freaking places in the world. Why are you not going to Dubai? Why are you not going to China? Why are you not going to Aspen? Like, why do you keep going to Miami? How does that relate to what I'm saying? Why do you keep thinking the same damn thoughts? Why do you keep on rocking with the same people that are... See, it's okay to rock with the same people, right? Consistent. It's all right to keep rocking with the same people if we both growing and ascending to a whole nother level, right? It's dope when you can rock with people that when you are broke and when you're paid. Ooh, it's beautiful. Y'all got a bond, right? So it's okay. Listen, when I encourage people to get... to diversify their association, I don't mean get rid of the other people, because those other people serve you, fantastic. Even if they don't serve you, keep them. But I call them egg timer relationships, right? Egg timer interactions, meaning I need to set a time for how long I can interact with you before I start to lose interest and before I get frustrated. So because I don't want to get frustrated, because I want to continue to rock with you, even if it's only for 15 minutes, because I truly love you, I got to set the egg timer. Versus associations where you could be with them for 3 hours and you don't even realize the time where the time has gone, right? So stop going to Miami, right? Stop thinking the way you've been thinking if you don't like the way it's serving you. And even if it has been serving you, understand that there's more available. We are part of the infinite. We are abundant, beautiful people. Stop living in the damn box when the whole galaxy is available to you, right? I share that all the time at the top of the day on our call. Stop going to Miami. You keep going to Miami, and for those that are not paying attention, I don't physically mean the location Miami. I'm using it as an example, right? You keep going to Miami as if the pilot doesn't know how to fly anywhere else. You keep going to Miami as if no other flights are available. Switch it up, right? So bringing it back as we bring it to a close, you ain't got nobody else that's encouraging you or inviting you, right, to think something different. Everybody is telling you to go get another job. Everybody, not one person has said, hey, have you considered writing a book? Hey, have you considered starting a business? Hey, have you just like say it with me. Hey, have you considered? Let's say it together. Hey, have you considered? Right? It doesn't mean they're going to do it, but nobody, like everyone is talking about getting a job. Everybody is talking about, yes, you better get that surgery. No one is saying, yo, let me connect you with my homegirl Daisy. Yo, let me connect you with my homegirl Queen LaFoy. Yo, let me connect you with my homegirl Kim Morris. Everyone is like, yes, girl, you better go ahead and do it. Nobody else is offering you an alternative. No one. Everybody is complaining about how poisonous the food is and what they're doing to us. And again, we know this already. What is knowing it doing about adjusting your situation? So no one else is saying, well, you thought about growing your own stuff? No one is saying, yo, how about detoxing? No one is saying, yo, you know you control what you put in your mouth, right? You know you control what you buy. Even if they put toxic stuff out there, you know that you control what you pick up, what you put on the conveyor belt, and what you give your money for. You know that, right? No one's saying that shit. Nobody. No one is saying, yo, boo. Every time I turn around, your ass is crying broke. When you gonna figure your finances? No one is saying that. No one is saying, yo, I ain't invite you because I know you're struggling. So why I'm invite you to go spend more money and I know you can't even afford it. No one is saying, yo, check out my homegirl. You know, she has some things you might be interested in. Nobody else is offering you. Everybody is saying, listen, if everybody you rock with has the same conversation, even if it's dope, that's the rub. That's what some of us, you know, that's all happy. We get it confused. There's happier. So no, everyone's having the same conversation in your association. Woo! Okay. All right. So that's my seed dropping moment right about now as we continue to build up to Association is Key. Beautiful People Association is Key masterclass happening on August 13th. You guys asked for it. There you go. Some of y'all been asking who is Shanice Star. Come find out, right? Pay attention, man. Pay attention. As your people are speaking, just listen. No, I didn't say judge. I said listen and assess. Like, okay, this is why I am still in the situation that I am in. Because association matters. Association is key. Association is indeed opening doors for you or keeping certain doors closed. Don't believe the hype. And people tell you your association don't matter. People that tell you your association don't matter are the ones you need to watch out for. Everything matters, beautiful people. There's no in between. Get a battery, right? Get a battery. I said this today on the call. Get a battery. And it's either a positive symbol and a negative symbol on the battery. There is no other symbol in between. I looked at the battery again today. You know, they changed shit. So maybe there's no other symbol in between. At every given moment, in every conversation, in every interaction, you are either adding to my life or you're contributing to my death. You are either assisting me in creating a new habit, you know, or you're assisting me in upholding a habit that's not beneficial to me. There is no in between on the battery. There is no in between. So pay attention to that as you are vibing within your associations, as you are having your conversations, as you're having your interactions. Like, yo, is this person on the positive side of the battery? Take care, mama, on the negative side of the battery. It ain't rocket science. It's not rocket science. Yet you know what? Some of us are confused because we don't even have a vision for our life. We don't even know where the hell we want to go. So because we don't know where we want to go, we don't know where somebody else is taking us. You don't know where you want to go. You have no direction for your life. So of course you don't know if you got on the wrong motherfucking train. Of course you don't know you got on the wrong train because you have no idea where you're going. Once you know where you're going, oh, it's easy to identify. Oh, no, boo-boo. You adding water. You putting water on my fire instead of assisting me and realizing and identifying my power. No, you gotta go, boo-boo, right? So it's simple, right? But you gotta understand the steps, right? Again, show me your association, I'll show you you. So this live is not about you judging your association because they are an extension of you. Yes, they're an extension of you. Even that smallest part of you that's petty or gossipy, they're an extension of you. And it's all good. Assess and stay where you at or move on. Assess, stay where you're at or move on. Or more importantly, grow on, ascend on, right? So that's all I got for you. Well, that's all I'm choosing to have for you. That's all I'm choosing to have for you. All right, so assess, check those conversations. Just know there's so much more. Stop going to Miami. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. Stop going there. There's so many other places. There's so many other places available. And again, I'm using that as an example. There are so many other places to go. There are so many other thoughts you can have. There are so many other considerations. There's so many possibilities available to us. So many possibilities. Oh. Those of you that believe in God, how small is your God that you keep on doing and living in the same shit? Even if the shit is beautiful. Right? Abundance. There's so much more. My God, there's so much more. There's so much more. And I encourage you, if you're not around people who are speaking that into you, because you got the seed already inside of you, identify who's the water in your life, who's the sun in your life, who's the air in your life, all these things that's needed for stuff to grow. Who are they? Who's the pesticide in your life? Who is the pesticide? Who is the chemtrails in your life? Right? They look kind of nice in the sky. Who are the chemtrails in your life? Identify. Identify. Peace, love, and light. Being known as Shanice Starr, officially signing out. Love y'all.